We are in Bratislava, the most exciting city in Europe. This was a joke. And in this video, we are visiting all the best beer and food places in Bratislava. Tourists usually just stay at the old town full of more expensive and tourist-based pubs and restaurants, but I will take you to the more local places offering some great food, amazing craft beer, and all that with good prices as well. So, let's begin. Behind me is a place called Hostinec U Deda, which means Grandpa's Inn. And they also have Grandpa. He's proud and standing over here waiting for the customers. And once you come close to this place, the smells are incredible. So let's get inside and let's check out their food. We got seated at Hostinec U Deda and also without reservation. Even though it's Saturday, it's relatively busy, but they still have huge garden here outside, but they also have huge space inside. If you ask me, this is the best looking pub or restaurant in Bratislava. It has so much soul, it has so many details, all these antique trinkets and objects everywhere, from left and right up to the ceiling. They also have this huge trinket for lighting the fire. I've seen this only in old cartoons. And they also have many more different details inside as well. The place is kind of a local institution. It is a bit outside of city center. This is also why I like it, but it's also easy to reach this place from the city center. Anyway, the menu has many different food. They have mostly Slovak traditional. They also have some of the neighboring foods as well. They also have several Italian dishes, but we are here only for Slovak food. And since today is Saturday, we are going to check the menu of the day and we're gonna order some foods from there, but we also gonna order something outside of this menu, such as koleno. This is something that is kind of favorite food here in Slovakia, in Czechia as well. Our drinks are here. My Pilsner beer is here. They offer 2 Czech beers on tap and I went for the Pilsner, so na zdravie. My soup is here and this is the soup of the day, the chicken soup, and it has these thin noodles. It has some carrots, some vegetable, and these nice pieces of chicken. Let's see. Beautiful homemade soup, nice and clear. The carrot is very sweet, the chicken is tender and tasty. Noodles as well. This is truly delicious. Our food just arrived, everything looks delicious and it really smells good. And we ordered the staple, bryndzové Halušky. These are famous Slovak dumplings with bryndzov, the sheep's cheese, and some fried bacon on top. We got pork schnitzel with some mashed potatoes. We got local roast cheese with some roast potatoes as well. And then we got also another staple, koleno, or the pork shank, made in a traditional way with some side as well. Let's start with all this before it gets cold. Let's go with a quick bite of pork schnitzel and some mashed potato. Nice and juicy pork schnitzel, very delicious. It has that perfect crunchy skin. This is a perfectly prepared pork schnitzel, and mashed potato is also quite tasty. Nice and delicious pork schnitzel, but it's time now to try bryndzové Halušky. Perfectly fresh and perfectly tasty Halušky. The cheese is amazing as well, and then this fried bacon, this was made up to perfection. In some places they make bryndzové Halušky with a little bit too liquid cheese, but this here is done the right way. delicious. And between the bites, one more na zdravie. We are going to the next dish, and this one is called oštiepok. This is a smoked cow's cheese served with some roast potatoes and some jam. But let's try it first with a roast potato. Quite delicious, both the cheese and the roast potato. The young potato is nice and kind of neutral, but then cheese has this particular taste. It's also quite chewy, smoked. It's also a little bit sour. Let's try it now with jam and potato. This was just a perfect bite. This is probably how it was supposed to be eaten, with this nice and sweet cranberry jam and then this very interesting tasting cheese and of course potato. Delicious. That cow's cheese, cranberry jam and potato, really delicious. But now the star of the show, koleno or the pork shank, probably the best cut of pork meat. The taste is truly insane. It takes you straight to the food heaven. It was cooked up to perfection. It was glazed on the outside with some mildly sweet sauce, but the meat is absolutely tender. It falls apart, and this is all muscle, the pork shank, and this is truly unbeatable when it is prepared like this. The meat is just beautiful, but let's try it with the side. The side is made out of sour cabbage and ošvarky. Ošvarky are pork cracklings or pork crisps. Let's go. Very interesting eating it with a sour cabbage and ošvarky. The sour cabbage gives that necessary freshness, but I do prefer it on its own. Great and very delicious food at Hostinec U Deda. We enjoyed all the dishes. All of them were perfectly prepared, very tasty, fresh, and also the ambience here is second to none. This place is really amazing and it's pure enjoyment to come here, sit and enjoy your food. This is it for today, and then tomorrow we're gonna visit some other local place here in Bratislava. Cheers! We are at our second stop in Bratislava, a place called PlanB or PlanB. And I came here to enjoy some craft beer and also some local snacks. Okay, so let's start first with the beer here. This is first and foremost a pub, but also they have some snacks and that will come in later. I got Žlti Kabat, and this is a craft beer from Slovakia, from Pivovar General. And it has nice and golden color, and also it had a very nice foam head as well when he was pouring this beer. So let's try it. So this beer is mildly sour, mildly bitter. It's also kind of mildly sweet. It has all the tastes inside. Very easy to drink, not fizzy at all, and it really goes quite smooth. Cheers. Okay, so for the next beer, I really had to read the name and the description, and this is Sour Station Blackcurrant, and this is sour fruited Berliner Weisse. So this is another Weiss beer, but this is made with blackcurrant flavor, obviously. Looks quite interesting, has a very strong, intense color. Let's try it. Oh. This reminds me on Radler, the German beer with lemon, but this one has blackcurrant, but the acidity is there. Nice, acidic, quite refreshing. I think this would be a perfect beer for summer. Nice and tasty. Cheers. So my first beer snack is here, and this is Utopenec, the pickled sausage, and it is presented beautifully. 4 slices of bread, then these pickled peppers, then some onions, different colors, different types of onions, and then obviously there's some pickled pepper inside these Utopenec as well. Let's go with the first bite. So this sausage is served cold, and everything here is pickled. Both the onions, the peppers, the sausage itself. It's quite delicious, it's quite tasty. But let's go now with this full combo. This here was definitely a proper bite. Slice of bread, pickled onions, pickled pepper, then this sausage, which is quite tasty, meaty, has some fatty bits inside, but delicious snack. So before continuing to my next snack, I also ordered another beer, and this one is called Grunt, or in English Grant, I suppose. And this is another Slovak craft beer. Nice and golden color, quite tall and nice looking head. Let's try it. This is now a proper lager beer. Nice bitterness, no sweetness, nice and fizzy, quite tasty. Cheers. Okay, so next snack to try is farmerska tlačenka, or farmer's head cheese. But this is not cheese, this is aspic, and it looks quite nice. It has nice chunks of meat inside. It is eaten with vinegar on top, some bread and some green onions. Nice gelatinous aspic. There's not really too strong taste to it, but then these chunks of pork inside, there are huge chunks of pork, they're quite tasty. Goes quite well with this vinegar and of course the green onions. Let's go now with ošvarkova pašteta, or the pork cracklings pate. And ošvarki or pork cracklings are quite favorite winter food around Central Europe and even some Balkan countries. So I can't wait to try this with some toasted bread. Let's go. This is a beautiful looking homemade pate, and I will spread it on the bread, put some green onions, and let's try it. I grew up eating pork cracklings, and I've eaten them most of my life. But where I come from, we don't have pate made of ošvarki or the pork cracklings, so this is absolutely amazing. Probably my favorite snack today. PlanB is definitely worth visiting. This great beer and then also these beautiful local traditional snacks. This place is a true gem. Cheers. Behind me is our third stop in Bratislava, and this place is famous for their own craft beer. Let's get inside and let's check them out. As soon as I got inside, I got my beer, and this is a typical pale lager called Bohumil, and it has 11% of beer concentrate. This is now in Slovakia and Czechia. Of course, they rate the beer. I think it should have at least 4.5% of alcohol. Anyway, it has really beautiful color. It had beautiful head as well, but until I got seated and everything, it kind of went down a little bit. But let's go with the first sip. Let's try how it tastes. This is an excellent beer. It has quite rich taste. There's no sweet aftertaste. Nice and bitter, proper lager. And this place makes its own beer, so this is their own craft beer. The name of this beer is Shenk. So also on Google Maps you can find this place as Pivovar Shenk, or with the other name as we could see from the outside. Anyway, I'm gonna finish enjoying this beer and then we go with the second one to try something else as well. Cheers. I decided to go with Helmut for my second beer, and this is a wheat beer, or how they call it in Germany, Weiss beer. And you can see that this one is even more cloudy. I went for a half pint because I think it's going to be too much for me if I down 3 of these big beers here, but it looks quite good. Let's try it. Helmut is quite a delicious beer. It has strong fruity flavor. It's not bitter. It's pleasantly fizzy, and another delicious Shenk beer. Na zdravie. The first beer that I drank, Bohumil, the lager, is an excellent beer, but this one is quite special. It has such a good taste, and again, it's really easy to drink and it's pleasantly fizzy. Cheers again. The third beer for me, but marked as number 1 on these huge tanks over there, is Pamela. And this is another lager beer, and it has beautiful color, it has beautiful top. The color is a little bit different, a little bit darker than both of the previous beers. Let's go, let's try it. Pamela is a beautiful beer. It's on the bitter side, it's less bitter than Bohumil, has the same amount of alcohol, but it's much easier to drink. So this is, for me, something in between that wheat beer and Bohumil. Delicious lager, very easy, very smooth. Cheers. We are at our 4th place in Bratislava, a restaurant called Bratislavský Mešťanský pivovar. And this place has an amazing location and amazing setting. But let's get inside and let's check them out. So the place looks even more amazing once you get inside. It's huge, and then you're welcome with this huge bar area here. And then on the other side, there is also a beer bar. I mean, it's really amazing. It's huge. It's full of people. It's getting even busier by the minute. Anyway, let's go around, let's check it out, and let's find a table where to sit and to enjoy some food and beer. They also have quite extensive menu. There are plenty of Slovak food here, also non-Slovak food, but of course we're gonna order and enjoy some Slovak food. Also, my beer is here. They make their own beer and have these 4 huge tanks behind. I don't know how many liters of beer they store. But anyway, I ordered a dark beer, so let's try it. Let's see how it tastes. Truly beautiful beer, has that strong taste of roast barley, like what you get when you drink Guinness. So this is quite an achievement for their local beer to have this such a good taste. Quite nice head on this beer as well. Delicious and refreshing. Na zdravie. My starters arrived and I got grillovani kolbas, or the grilled sausage. I also got grillovani ovčji sir, or the grilled sheep cheese. I ordered soup as well, but I didn't get it. I hope they don't bring it afterwards. Anyway, this smells so good, I cannot describe it. The sausage looks so delicious, the cheese as well. Let's start. The sausage smells and looks incredible, has that very nice color, very nice skin on the outside. Then there's this dollop of mustard on the plate, shredded horseradish as well. But let's try the sausage on its own. The sausage is so delicious, has this perfect and crunchy skin. This was grilled up to perfection, and it's quite meaty. Some fatty parts as well inside. So delicious, a little bit spicy. Let's try it with this gorgeous looking mustard. Delicious sausage. Let's go with this grilled cheese. It is accompanied with some mushroom sauce. The cheese has a mild taste, a little bit salty, perfectly grilled, has that perfect chewiness as well. And then this mushroom sauce is so delicious. Another great bite. Delicious grilled sausage and cheese, but also my soup is now here as well. The soup looks really delicious. This is a beef soup, another traditional staple of Slovakia. Let's go. Nice and clear broth, but then full of these carrots, potatoes, and there are also some bits of beef as well. Delicious homemade style soup. My main dish arrived, and these are traditional Slovak pierogi, the Slovak dumplings, and they're stuffed with bryndzа, the famous local sheep's cheese, with some potato as well. They're accompanied with smotana, the sour cream, some fried onions on top, and also some chives for decoration. Let's start. I forgot to mention these beautiful smelling chunks of fried bacon as well, but let's go with the first bite. Quite delicious thanks to the bacon and also the texture of these dumplings. The taste of the dumplings is not strong, it's mild, but then the bacon, everything that goes with it really gives a good taste. Let's try it with practically everything from this plate. Now we are talking. This is a proper food once you combine it with this sour cream, then the bacon, then this fried onion. Each bite is so delicious. The place is a little bit hectic, but it's really busy, so I suppose that for the staff it's really hard to follow everything and serve everyone, but otherwise it was really good experience. Excellent food, so delicious, masterfully prepared, and also they have quite good beer. Na zdravie. With this we end our video from Bratislava. I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next time, all the best.